Oh, that was squeaky. Let me try it again. Hello. Hi, I'm Hazel. I'm back. I had more things to say that were clever and like good openers, but I've completely lost them all. We have dog cam today for as long as the dog will consent to sit in his bed and not try and like sneak onto the couch. He doesn't know that I have surveillance on him, but for as long as he's willing to stay there, he's kind of like squished himself into an egg shape. So that may mean that he's getting ready to go to sleep. It's hard to say. Oh man, I'm here. I'm ready to do a stream. Today is going to be like a little bit of a variety stream because I just have a couple different things that I want to do. I was doing some Warbringer camping and I was going to check in on a few of those. And I found this one, but I actually don't need to kill him because since the last time we chatted, I did manage to actually get one of the Warbringer dire horns. So I have the jade one, so I don't need to kill that guy because I already have his mount. He can't help me. But the other two I still need, so I could fly around and look for those. There are some pet battle world quests up on NA that I do need to do, so we can check that out. Could do some more island expeditions for doubloons. The original idea behind that was to try to prove to you guys that I do know how to play WoW and that it's not just the astonishing display that I put on the BlizzCon stage on a regular keyboard, but I'm kind of a mess right now still, so I don't know if it's the best time to show you guys that I know what I'm doing. Katie, you want to come say hi? I thought I was cured. I pronounced myself cured this morning. I felt great. I even got up on time, but I've run out of steam about halfway through. I don't know what I have, but it's been making me very sleepy. I'm going to put these glasses back on because the replacements I ordered haven't gotten here yet. I found that I can still use them with the crack in them. It just gives me a little bit of a headache, but I can't really tell if I had the headache to begin with. Hi, kitty. So we're just going to live our lives and do our best and chat and catch up and have a wonderful day. I do have a vlog coming. I did record one. It's just long and the edit is not going very quickly. I'm like debating how much of this one part to cut out of it because I figured a fun way to do the BlizzCon news recap would be to like go through all the predictions that I made and then talk about what actually happened. So I did that, but I'm like trying to cut that section down because what it turned into was just like 10 minutes of me talking about how I was right, and that just sounds petty. And while I am petty, I'm not ready to like make that the face of my brand yet. Oh man. All right, how you guys doing? She's replying. I do nothing but talk to chat. Thank you I try. Please notice me, Sub Venus. How you doing? Puppy. Sleepy puppy. He's got a very regal look on his face right now. He, despite the fact that he looks like a puppy, in age-wise, he is actually not a puppy. He is a full-grown adult dog, and he gets very grumpy if you try to make him play with puppies. Maybe he just knows that he's always mistaken for one, and he's mad about that because he hates them. Like this morning, actually, we were going for our morning walk, and this woman had this golden retriever puppy that she was just like letting out of her front door. And she didn't have it on leash, presumably, because it was early morning and she was just going to like let it pee and go back inside. And it's a puppy, so it doesn't really listen, so it like bounds off after us. And I'm trying to get my dog away from it because I know he hates puppies. And this is a big golden retriever. It's like 3 times the size of him. Nobody's in danger or anything. And he's not super violent, but he will bite them. And he kind of bit it on the face and made it squeak because it's an adorable, cute puppy. And the lady didn't seem upset. The dog was fine. Everybody's fine, but he's just such a grumpy dude. So this Warbringer should be somewhere right around here. Hope your week's been stupendous. Thank you, Gia. I have been in bed, and that's actually been quite nice. I've just been sleeping, and then I don't need that one either. I don't want to kill them to reset them because somebody will come along that needs that one. So I'm just gonna leave that up and keep doing the lap. I've been a little under the weather, so I keep running out of steam after like an hour and a half of being awake, and then I just go back to bed. It's been working out. But we're gonna power through this afternoon. I made myself a fresh cup of tea. This cup is usually prettier with like a clear tea in it, but I needed my Earl Grey, and my Earl Grey needs some milk, so if it looks like I'm drinking... It's just tea with milk in it. It's delicious. It is delightful. Do PvP pet battles. Yo, it's actually PvP pet battle week. Like, that's a legitimate thing that I could do after I finish my world quests and then whatever this is that I'm doing now, because not only could I get an ultimate battle training stone that I don't really need, but I don't not need it. If I win 5 of those, I'm pretty darn close to finishing, what was it, like Brawler or whatever it is? Hang on, Battle. Like, this is just, it's upsetting to me. Brutal Pet Brawler. I only need another 39 of those, so that could be something. Hazel, hope you feel better soon. Why, thank you. I think I should be almost good. I should be almost good. If I'm not fine now, I should be by Monday anyways. How have you been adjusting after BlizzCon? I have mostly been asleep. I mean, I've been asleep, and then I did the WoW Classic thing. And found out very quickly after the fact that I wasn't doing it right. And that's okay. It's not like it was going to change my life to do the quest properly. I don't think it was going to change my mind about playing Classic. And I still thought it was a funny experience. Oh man, been waiting to redeem my WoW stuff for the next patch, so I'm downloading Sims 2 in the meantime. That should keep you busy. My guild found you at BlizzCon. I got a picture of you with me. I was so thrilled. Yo, that was so cool. I have a third-party view of that picture happening that I'm gonna try and use in my BlizzCon video as like the only shot I have of somebody meeting me, because I just didn't take pictures or video of almost anything. It's been so long since I've been able to just talk to people on a, as colleagues and fellow gamers, and fellow gamers, that sounds silly, but it's been so long since I've just been able to talk to and meet people that I have something in common with, that the last thing I wanted to do was pull out my camera or my phone so I could post it. That just didn't feel like the thing to do. The stream is exactly what I need today. Hope your day is going well. Hazel, thanks, Colorin. Still love the hair. Why, thank you. It's fading. It's a good fade. It's a good fade. I'm gonna let it grow out until I absolutely cannot stand it anymore, and then I'll probably take it to get done somewhere. But it's gonna be a while. What did I miss at, Myra? Absolutely nothing. I've just been complaining mostly, actually. But I just started. I'm flying around checking Warbringer spawns because I'm short of 2 Warbringer mounts, but today's just kind of like a wrapping up loose ends kind of day. They call it con flag, and I 100,000% knew it was going to happen to me. My immune system is very finicky. Like, it works real good as long as I keep everything in pristine condition. But as soon as I start missing sleep or getting stressed out or eating strange foods or drinking, then it's just toast. And I did all 4 of those things within 1 weekend, so I'm not surprised I got sick. I just don't know what it was. I thought it was a cold, but colds don't usually make me this tired. The way I farm Warburners, just leave all at their spawn point. Took about 2 months of farming. Usually I just leave this one at 1 spawn point, but they all tend to be up on this server, so I tend to just, like, if I have time, I'll just, like, fly around a little map. How is meeting new people in BlizzCon? Is Hero a real person? I can confirm that Hero is a real 3-dimensional human being. I cannot confirm whether or not he's a robot. I didn't, like, stab him to try and find out. That seemed like it would be rude, and also I try not to assault people. But, absolutely real human being. Do you have the add-on to show you the rares? That the regular mop interface in the map? So the add-on that's showing me these things, that's a pet battle add-on. I'm pretty sure that is Pet Tracker that is showing me the location of pet tamers on my map. The rares themselves are not marked on my map, although I'm sure I could have that happen with something like Handy Notes would do that for sure, but I'm just running around because I know where they are. There's only 5 of them, and once you learn their spots, they're also all marked by these things. So if you're not sure if you're quite in the right spot, the Warbringer always likes to spawn by that kind of dude. So I'm gonna see if I can catch up. I would show you this cat, but she's like all the way down here. Oh, how's the tea experience going? It's been delightful. It's tea weather around here. It's not tea weather in California, and I'm starting to think that it is never tea weather in California. Like, they don't have winter there. It's a strange land of no winter, but up here, it was freezing this morning. It was actually icy. And it was delightful because I got to put on all my layers and go for a walk and then come back and have some tea. Actually, I came back and I had a hot shower. And the way our apartment's set up, our laundry is in our bathroom. So I can throw my... I don't do this often because it's like extra power and like whatever. But if it's really cold and I'm feeling very whiny and I want to baby myself, I will throw my towels and like the clothes that I'm going to wear in the dryer while I'm showering, so that when I get out of the shower, I can dry off with a warm towel and get into some warm clothes. And that's kind of the best thing ever. What did I say I was going to do? Pet Battle World Quest. There are 2 on Zandalar, and I have to go do them. Working on a World Quest for High Mountain Tour and Exalted while I watch this. I've been away from WoW. Watching makes me want to play again. It is quite a bit of fun. I'm happy that you bought the Stinkrot Smasher in the auction house. My shamans and rogues are dual-wielding fish to slap people with. It sounds like you're set up for a good day. Probably not mount runs today, although I might run out of stuff. I'm going to do a couple world quests. I might do some island expeditions. I might do some pet battle PvP. I might see if I can talk Hero into helping me with pet battle PvP. Cute mug. Why, thank you. This one was a gift from the post office box, which reminds me I need to check that this weekend. So we are heading out to Nazmir. There's Pack Leader and Krog in the Bog, and then over here, it looks like that's it. Just those 2. That's a human ulna bone in the bed with Joker. It's just an artificial dog bone, I'm pretty sure. He really likes that one, but he must be tired of trying to sneak onto the couch to nap all day today. I feel like ever since I got home, I've been actually making him sleep in his bed. Have you watched The Haunting on Hill House? I'm almost done with the first season. It's amazing. I have not watched that yet. It's been recommended to me before, but I need somebody to tell me if it's scary or not. I know I could Google this, but I need somebody to tell me if it's scary or not. I can't handle scary stuff. I get scared. That's the end of it. I call all dogs, the cute ones, puppies. I also do the same thing. All dogs are puppies. All cats are kitties. I just wanted to clarify just in case Joker knows that somebody called him a puppy and decides that he wants to decimate all puppydom in vengeance, because that's kind of his thing. Let's see. When's the PvP pet battle video coming out? That's a great question. After my BlizzCon video, probably, and that one I'm having a rough time with that one, mostly just because I cringe out of my skin watching all of this. It's all like, oh, there's like a lot of shaky footage that I can't stabilize, and then whenever I'm on camera, I just look like the most uncomfortable human being that's ever happened, and then there's my whole disaster of an interview that I'm trying to decide how much of to use. There's a lot of rough stuff in there, and I just have to piece together enough of it that is watchable so that I can move on with my life and do better next year. Dating profile ghostwriter. What's going on? I missed something. I have hot chocolate that I made from scratch. Ooh, my. That does sound good. I was right about Coltrans being mages. For all who disagreed with me during the BlizzCon live stream, you were right. You did call that. I miss your baking streams. They're coming back. Just once I get the computer sorted out. That's next on my list. I need to go through my financials. You may see me making some, not panic videos, but you may see me putting out a few more videos than usual that are in nicely clickable list form, because that's kind of a thing that I do when I feel bad that I spent money. It's not like I'm about to run out of money, but it wouldn't hurt to make more when I'm looking to get all my computer parts together. So I need to look at what the damage from BlizzCon was, and then figure out if it's feasible for me to do it this year, and I think it should be. And then just order the rest of the parts, do my build video. Be dissatisfied with that because I don't really know how to record and build video. It's just, but I'll figure it out. You just gotta try stuff. All right, who is this? What do you got? Have I not set up a rematch team for this? I've just been setting up rematch streams with triple max level teams because I don't need to level pets with battles. So if I was doing this and I see a beast and an undead and then another beast, I'm probably just gonna take an Iron Starlet and then just something with critter damage and then probably like a Zeppelin or something. There's probably a better team that I could look up, but if I just say Iron Starlet, and then, oh, that's mounts. He's not a mount. Iron Star. And then something with critter damage. It's true that I haven't leveled Whomper yet. Critters, actually, I kind of like to use the foxes because I can do Flurry and Dazzling Dance, and that's usually a good amount of damage. And then like another, yeah, I'll throw a Zeppelin in there. It's really hard to go wrong with a Zeppelin. Oh, actually, no, the boar. I like the boar. The mechanical hero is probably going to tell me all about why I'm wrong and why my adorable babies suck. But I like this one because he's fast. He's fast, but he doesn't have batter. He's got overtune. I want mechanical damage. Was I thinking of the Frostboar? I think I'm thinking of the Frostboar. 325, he's got decoy, he's got pig out. I don't know how fast that other guy is, but we'll find out. See what we got. First time watching live. I binged your vids all week. Welcome to the stream, Bambi. Regards from Denmark. Hope you feel better. Thank you, Aiden. I am feeling emotionally better already with people to talk to. The congestion's gonna take a while, but that's just life. And I know it's not just me too. I feel a certain solidarity with everybody else that was plagued, and just all the sick people of the world that also have colds. You know, we can all suffer together. Plus, I'm very lucky in that I can work from home, so I can do a little editing and I don't have to feel like I'm infecting anybody. So that's kind of the end of that. Wow, classic a boar's tale. Since basically all I do is level alts and waiting for 8.1, that is a very smart call. I just spent 40 minutes applying to be a dating profile ghostwriter. Now I'm going to take a break from WoW and play Sims 4. It sounds like you have your life sorted out, man. Do you have opinions on the new profession stuff, or will alchemy and herbing still be the best to pick overall? Hope you get better as well. I'm excited about the tools of the trade and the profession quest lines. I wish that secondary professions, specifically archaeology and fishing, were getting more love than we've already seen. I'm hoping that I missed something to that effect. I don't know. But it also kind of seems like, and I talked a little bit about this in the vlog that you haven't seen yet because I haven't finished editing it, but it also kind of feels like they're taking professions in a direction continually away from crafting things to trade and sell for the market and towards just being personal quality of life benefits. Crafting things that you sell outside of raid consumables, I should note. Raid consumables are alive and well, food and flasks, and to some extent enchants. But stuff like gear, crafted gear has been made pretty useless pretty quickly, unless I'm mistaken. And it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot happening to fix that. I do not raid Mythic. We are Heroic only, and we've actually finished our phase of raiding. What our guild tends to do is we will raid and progress until we've cleared Heroic. Once we've cleared Heroic, we will put it on farm for 3 to 4 weeks, or until we get sick of it, basically. And then we will take a break until the next raid comes out. So the raid before I left for BlizzCon last week was the last one. Joker, lay down. Lay down, bud. Oh, I think he's just transferring beds. I'll see if I can pan and get him. But the last week's raid was our last one for the tier, so we're not going to be raiding again until sorry, it's going to take me a second. And pan, that's this. Oh, almost. Well, there's his butt. I can't get up to adjust the camera because my cat's on my lap. Yeah, we don't do Mythic. We like having everybody that shows up get to raid, and that's something that's harder in a Mythic environment. Okay, did you try the Warcraft 3 demo at BlizzCon? I really liked it. I didn't try a single demo because I don't want to... I would have such a hard time enjoying or figuring out if I enjoy a game if I knew that somebody was waiting in line behind me to play it. Like, the thought of making somebody wait for something that I'm only lukewarm on just makes me want to crawl back in bed. Please tell me that you and TE met. We did meet briefly. We didn't meet for as long as I would have liked. I would have liked to have more of a conversation. It was kind of loud at the party we met at, but they were lovely and adorable, and I can't wait to meet them again one day. What's the spawn rate for those rares? I believe they respawn every... I don't remember, but it's pretty often. It's more than once an hour. I want to say somewhere in the 40-ish to 50-ish minutes, maybe as low as 20, but I think closer to 40 to 50, but I might be mistaken. If you're talking about the things, the Warbringer spawns. Classic video is hilarious. That one's getting some mixed reception. I think I might have upset some people. I promise that I wasn't trying to offend anybody. I just don't know what I'm doing. Have you heard Hero's coffin joke? No. I've seen lots of videos. Finally subscribed. Thanks, Sean. Winter is like a week in February, and then sometimes it rains in May. We're just on fire. Is that weather? I mean, there's fire season. Yeah, I used to think that California was just like this magical like dreamland that you go to when you're rich and you can afford to. But having visited it a few times, I don't know if I'd actually want to live there. I mean, I would if it was for the right reasons, but I love the Pacific Northwest. I don't want to leave. Also, watch and learn how the Iron Starlet is overpowered as heck. Blood Tusk will heal to full if you kill something, and I'm pretty sure we have 4 rounds, so we're going to throw up our Toxic Smoke. I don't even have the good breed of this thing. I have like a random breed. And then we're just going to wind up, supercharge, wind up, and that should be it. That should be the end of this dude. This was actually the first Pet Battle World Quest that I did when BFA launched, and I used this because, you know, if you have a single beast boss, you bring out your Iron Starlet, and I was like, wow, these are easy. And oh man, not quite. Throw up one more Toxic Smoke because I get to come back. I'm gonna be disappointed if he doesn't solo it. I just talked him up. There we go. Nice crit. Okay, over here in Minnesota, we got snow last night and it's staying. Oh dear. Zones are good for leveling, or how do you level in case you don't quest? So I have videos that go over that. You want to look for the ones about leveling after the leveling change, like the level squish. But basically what you want to do is target the zones, the low level ones, because those ones were designed with the concept of you not having ground mounts. And you'll get ground mounts pretty early, so you can go back and keep doing those zones that don't have a whole lot of travel time involved in them, while you can go faster with your ground mounts. So just do all of like the 10 to 20 zones for all of the races that you can get to, then do all of like the 20 to 25, 25 to 30. Basically every sub 40 zone is going to be more efficient than the later ones. But also wait for 8.1. It's way faster. They're doing a big experience nerf. You have a Husky. He is an Alaskan Kleekai. And we'll skip back to try and catch up on chat again, but I want to thank... I actually don't know how to pronounce this word. I've read it 1,000 times. I know what it means. I don't know how to say it. Nihilistic Nachos, I'm going to guess. Hey, Hazel, love your channel. Wanted to say thanks for your TSM guides. Nearly 1.3 million in profit since I took your suggestions, along with some tweaks. Dang. Well, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate the support, and congratulations on all the gold. I think you're gonna beat me. I need to get back on that. Cheers, thanks. Alright, so that's that. I have done both of those quests. I'm gonna swap onto one more character and do these again, because Pet Builder World Quests and pet charm farming in general, much more efficient if you have alts that you can leverage. I only have one additional level 120 alt, but it still doubles your stuff. Convention sickness is real. Con crud, everyone's free souvenir. Well, I paid enough for my other souvenirs. At least they didn't charge me for that one. Isn't the cam hiding a lot of content? Oh, you want to see my bags? There's very important stuff in there. There's honestly, the streams mostly, there's not a whole lot of WoW going on. I mean, I can shrink them if you want. Super annoyed that you can't level professions via the Darkmoon Fair anymore. Oh, did they take the leveling quest out? Because that's a bummer. That's unfortunate. I want to know what they're talking about with this, they said at BlizzCon that in 8.1, the Darkmoon Fair is getting a new ride added. And it's like a roller coaster. And you'll be able to ride it. Is that it? Is it just going to be like, oh, sorry, kid, you're getting up. I'm going to scooch the camera over. I'll be right back. That do it? Close enough. Nilzorus, thanks for the super chat. I'm so glad I got home from my course in healing so I could catch you live. And I will get to BlizzCon if only to meet the best WoW YouTuber out there. Thanks, Nilzorus. Appreciate that. Emma, thanks for the super chat. Okay, thank you for your Orb Weaver video. It helped me a whole bunch. Thank you for watching it. I'm curious about what the learning curve is like on somebody switching to an Orb Weaver like later in their WoW career. I think part of the reason why I switched to it so definitively was because I did it very early. Like, I played not with an Orb Weaver, but with a G13, which is a similar concept. Like, the first year I played WoW, I don't think I played on a keyboard for longer than like 6 months. So I wasn't very good. I didn't have a whole lot of muscle memory to fight against. And now, having tried a keyboard after 10 years of, or whatever of playing on an Orb Weaver, I feel like fighting against that built-up muscle memory must be really, really rough. Okay, let's go do 2 more of those world quests and see where we're at. I want to read all the chat, but I also want to be chatting in the present. Did you meet any fellow YouTubers at BlizzCon? I did meet a few. What hotel did you stay at? Would you stay at that one again? So I had a room at the Doubletree, the Hilton Doubletree, and I think I would stay there again. They gave me cookies. When you check in, they give you, or at least they gave to me, a stack of warm chocolate chip walnut cookies. And I, at that time, hadn't had any meals in a while and hadn't had any time to have meals and wasn't about to have time to go find food. So the fact that I could just like go up to the room and sit down and eat a cookie was like the most meaningful thing in the world to me. And the room was really comfy, and it was about the same distance from BlizzCon as the other, as most of the places. It was like probably a 10-minute walk to the convention center. It was good. But there's a whole, like, that whole block is nothing but hotels, so I think you'll do fine with most of them. You just gotta find a price range you're comfortable with, and then you live your life. The only crafted gear I'm still using is my Mythic Zero Motherlode parts, farming for the engineering mount. Fair enough. The red cricket works well for critter damage. Oh, that is a good point. I know about his attack, but I forgot that he had a critter move. Because he is kind of just like a bit of a cannon. Like, look at this thing. Oh, yeah, he does have Skitter. Look at that. So, yeah, Skitter, Cocoon Strike, and then you can probably have a heal, like a group or a personal heal, whatever you want. That's smart. He's not very fast, but he does hurt a lot. When a cat is comfy on you, you cannot move until they do. Can't disturb the peace and cuteness. I would agree. It feels like a pact. Like, it feels like a superstitious thing. Like, if you wake up the cat, you know, you'll be cursed. You'll be cursed by the cat. Nachos, thanks for the super chat again. Do you have the Mecha Mogul MK2, the mount that the final Motherlode boss rides? It took me forever to farm, but it looks really cool. No, I don't have one. Let me check it again. I mean, obviously I don't have it, but the Motherlode MK, this thing. Yeah, no, definitely don't have that. I also don't have a Mim's head, but I'm well aware of the farm. Like, we had a Mythic, we were in Mythic Motherlode for some reason. Like, I was trying to do a quest, and this guy was trying to get the parts for that, and he kept having us come back to loot things because he needed to like engineer them or something. You sound much better, Hazel. Thank you. Yeah, my congestion is mostly okay. And my voice is cleared up now. I think the first part wasn't even just being sick. It was just that I had lost a bit of my voice from yelling for 4 days straight because everywhere at BlizzCon is so loud. I think the only reasonable conversation I ever had was like in a hotel lobby. I've been playing for 13 years now. Keep trying to get into my Orb Weaver. Having a really hard time. Their cookies are amazing. It was really good. They gave me 3 of them too. I don't know if they're supposed to give you 3 or if I just looked really hungry. But it was like a huge handful of cookies. So I had one of them right away. The second one I heated up the next morning. And then the third one I didn't get to eat on time, unfortunately. Oh no, I forgot to save my team. The team I used before worked really good for this. So what did I say? It was mechanical, critter mechanical. So if we bring back our Iron Starlet. Iron Starlet. I have my Anduin hoodie here because I was wearing it today. I washed it and it's really comfy and I've been freezing all day, so I've been wearing it, but like right before the stream, maybe it was the tea or something, but I got really warm again. It's not even that warm in here. And then the red cricket, and we've got Skitter, Cocoon Strike, and then a heal. That'll be fine. And then I like that Frostboar. I am sticking with that Frostboar. I don't think I even needed to use him. We will go with that, and I'm actually just going to save that team, assuming that it works. I'll try and remember to save it. I think it's a Doubletree thing. I remember when my husband and I stayed at one before, they did the same thing. It's like the nicest, it's like such a good idea. It's not, it was a nice hotel room. There was nothing wrong with it, but I've stayed in fancier ones, but the fact that they gave me a cookie, just, I mean, they know that. They're onto something. There is a very smart person in their marketing department somewhere. Did you have a good sleep after the WoW Classic thing? Yeah, I don't remember exactly when I slept to. I think I might have just gone to bed at like 6 o'clock. Balanced druid gear you recommend? No idea. I couldn't even tell you their stat priority. Zufu for critters, ridiculously good, and a cat, so bonus. Does he have a critter damage? I know he was at the top of a lot of people's or a lot of people's lists rather for a while. Spirit Claws bite, Moonfire feed. Oh, he's for killing critters, right? Because of the beast damage. Gotcha. Most of the time, I think the reason why I don't whip him out too much is because most of the time, if I'm looking for beast damage to kill a critter pet, there are very few that the Zandalari ankle render knee biter kind of thing can't handle. Even turtles with their shell shield still get shredded by that stuff. Do you still use your keyboard to quickly get into maps, friend, guild? My maps in my bag are keybound to the thumb buttons on either side of the joystick on my Orb Weaver. I don't talk to my guild. I talk to them in Discord. I don't use the guild interface in the game. What else? I type on it. Like if I'm like, obviously, if I'm gonna write something, then I'll type on the keyboard, and that's the reason why I still have an actual proper keyboard. I have a mechanical keyboard. And then I really like this one because it has a volume scroll wheel. Like this Logitech one has like this 1.5 inch wide volume scroll bar thing, and that's really useful because it's just nice to have. I like to have a physical switch for that when I want to turn something down. In hindsight, this is not a good idea because he's already faster, so your speed stat is kind of wasted. I can't buff myself because I didn't use... the cricket was good damage, but I kind of like the fox because of the... with the primal, or with the dazzling dance, that lets Billy here go first, and he could put up the decoy, which would probably block the primal cry, honestly. So if I lose this, which I might make it. Because I get to res, but he gets to go first. I think I make it because that didn't kill me, because he's going to kill me now. Yeah, I think I actually like the fox better because of the dazzling dance. Hey Hazel, just got here. What did I miss? You sound like you're doing better. Hey Brianna. I haven't missed much. We're just kind of puttering around, taking care of some loose odds and ends, doing some Pet Battle World quests. I want to mix my Arctic Fox. Might do some island expeditions in a bit. So that one with Flurry, Crouch, Dazzling Dance, and then otherwise we're good. So I'm going to save that team to... Where'd the dude go? This guy. Save that dude to that dude. And that way it'll automatically load every time I head up to him. And we can head down to do Krog in the bog. Will you wear a little Santa hat when you stream during Winter's Veil? Do I have a little Santa hat? If I can find one or have one that's not expensive, then sure. Why not? Anti-critter. I'll play WoW at my time today. You're making me want to play. My unique pet collection up to 978, looks like. 978. getting there. Finishing Safari was real big. The thing that's happening now is I'm trying to stock up on pet charms so that I can get a bunch of the vendor pets. Like, there's a whole bunch of pet charm vendor pets, like off the reputation vendors, not the standard vendors that I don't have yet. But I'm kind of sitting on that one because I am up to 874 charms, and I just want to make sure that when I get around to making that video that summarizes the pets that are on vendors but locked behind quest progress, I want to do one that kind of wraps up all of that. And I would like to have enough charms when I go to make that video so that I can buy them all after unlocking them so that I can show their models more clearly and not just have to do a model viewer thing. So that's why I've been sitting on my pet charms for now. I don't know when I'm going to get to make that video. I feel cheated. I finally level a tank so I can easily get into parties, and now none of the old tier parties need tanks. Oh no. I feel like tanks are always the thing that's needed until I actually play one, and then all of a sudden it's healers. Every time. Every time. Have you watched the cinematic, or are you going to, or already have reacted to it? So I saw the cinematic at BlizzCon, like on the BlizzCon stage. I was in the crowd. I had my reaction in the dark along with everybody else, which was kind of fun. I probably won't react to it again. I am on the fence about whether or not I'm going to do more reaction videos because I've had mixed reactions to the reaction videos, and I just want to. I don't know. I don't know, man. I think enough people have asked me for them that I'll probably just do them. The power cord in my computer stopped working today. My computer's warranty covered the cord, so I'll get one by Monday or Tuesday, but I will miss raid. Oh no. Overtaken Hazel, 992 from it. You're so close, man. Man, once you get within like 4 or 5, you gotta just marathon the rest of it out. Like, you're so close. Plus, Hearthy's a real cute pet. Speaking of cute pets, I did get myself a Whomper. I'm probably gonna throw together one of those little videos that just like shows the pet and his moves and its close up and his animations and whatever when I get the plushie so that I can show the plushie too, because I did order that because, you know, who do you think I am? But I haven't been able to find any special animations on him. I've been trying everything. One thing I actually need to do, actually, let's see, if we take the pet mirror, because, you know, with past shop pets and whatnot, they have like special animations, and his only flavor text is that he will headbutt you when he wants to play. But that might just be something they wrote down. I've never seen him do a headbutt. There is no headbutt emote. So if I take on the appearance of the pet, this should let me try animations. Does he have a dance? He does not have a dance. He does not have a roar. What else? He does have a talk. What else do they usually do? I know he's got combat animations because he's usable in pet battles, but that's kind of a given. Dance, roar, talk. Flex. Can he flex? No, he can't flex. I know the Murderer Crow's omnibar is kind of in front of his face here. I gotta wait for that to go away. How many pet charms you need to buy all the battle pets? I want to say it's somewhere in the range of... Oh, man. I totaled the number up when I was doing my pre-BFA pet vendor video. I forget. It's more than 1,000. 1,500 or something? There's like a lot of 200 pets. Might be 2,000. I don't remember. Quite a few. But I'm getting there. You rack them up pretty quickly if you just hit up every pet world quest that does charms. And if you can do it on 2 or more characters, it goes pretty fast. I mean, I can walk. Oh no, I can't. All of my keybinds. Wait, what's walk bound to by default? I forget. Key bindings, movement. I've reset all my key bindings at BlizzCon and I've been fixing them ever since. Toggle, run, walk, number pad, /. Yeah, I can keep that, I guess. I had it like Alt S or something. So he does have a walk, and I like that he's looking up in a very purposeful way, like he's just looking at the sky. So that's something. I don't know. I don't think he's got any other secrets that I've found yet, anyways. So that's us done for pet battle world quests. We could do some PvP. I want to do at least one or two. I want to catch up and chat a little bit, and I want to do 1 or 2. What do you call them? Island expeditions. Reaction videos are great. Thanks, Brian. How do you gear alts in 8.1? Do you have to go through old gear all over again? If you want old gear raid gear, then yes, but I would think that the strategy is going to continue to be war fronts. With multiple war fronts going on, you'll be able to get war front gear quite a bit more quickly, combined with LFR for the new raid once that becomes available. But war fronts are the primary source of alt gear these days. There are a depressingly large number of pets that you need to buy with pet charms this expansion. I'm not terribly upset with it. I felt like you kind of ran out pretty early last expansion, and I felt like I was just stockpiling for the next one. So having so much to get means that I'm not running out of stuff to do too early. Is there a pet tier list? Yeah. Warcraft, I don't know if any, like, different people will have different tier lists. I don't know if there's a definitively agreed upon one. There are some ranking lists on Warcraft pets that are pretty good. Hero or Haruma Red X almost certainly has some videos that'll set you straight. I mostly just use pets that I like for different situations. I don't feel like playing WoW anymore. I wasn't having fun. Doing the same thing over and over when it came to roll my 4th ult. I thought to myself, then what? Yeah. There's a certain point where if you're just doing the same things over and over, you're not having fun anymore, then you can just take a break. There'll be new stuff to do eventually, just not for a bit. So if I'm doing island expeditions and I want to prove to the world that I know what I'm doing, I want to take Dark Ascension. I want Shadow Crash. I would like Dark Void. Shadow Crash and go up here. I don't know what I had on this button right here. This F8 button, I don't know what was on that. It's probably something important. Oh, you know what? Actually, I took a screenshot of it. Where did I put it? Did I put it in my Google Drive? Did I put it on my phone? I had a screenshot so that I had like a reference, but maybe I was just referencing the stuff. It's before all my BlizzCon pictures. Oh, I don't know. Never mind. I'll figure it out. I'm going to open up a group. We're going to do a heroic island expedition or two. You know, just see if we can get some doubloons. It would be cool if we could get a mount or a pet or a toy to drop, but I'm not really worried about it. I am going to be targeting, how do you call it? I'm going to be targeting the rares and events more so than just Azurite, but, you know, as long as we're winning. As long as we're winning. Just hit 110 on my road. Congrats, Basic Gaming. Got a Bone Shard pet? I do. Biggest surprise of BlizzCon, they didn't announce a Battle Royale mode or game. Maybe that's one of the mobile games they're working on. You don't know. Oh yeah, I should set up a group. First come, first serve. Alliance North America Island Expedition starting the group for heroic. Title is going to be called Hi, I'm Hazel. And I'm just taking the first 2 people to sign up, more or less. Item level, what should we say, 310? Hazel must not RP. We use walking a fair bit. I do use walking quite a bit for recording stuff. But that's the thing, I was looking for my walking keybind because I had it set to something else before. I think maybe it was Alt-C. Because I never reach over to number pads /. No, I don't RP much, but I do use the /walk to record stuff. Looks like you get Whomper. Is his moveset good? I was wondering if he's worth leveling. He's basically, as far as I understand, I need to look a little more closely at it, a less powerful Kunlai Runt. His stats are kind of middling. So if you don't have a Kunlai Runt, then he's decent, he's usable, but he's not like a best in slot for anything. You don't need him. Alright. I will queue us up. Finally got a Warbringer to drop him out. Nice, congrats, Jeffrey. Which one did you get? I was excited that the first one that dropped for me was one that I actually wanted. Like, the Jade one is, like, my favorite one. Do you think I should wait to get the Pathfinder achievement until part 2? I feel unmotivated to do the rep grinding. I would do it now so that you are as caught up as you can be when part 2 becomes available. You'll want to get it as fast as you can once that's around. I have several alts around that 113 to 115 range. Should I wait to level them until December? Yeah, pretty much. It's going to be easier. Well, 110 to 120 is not getting faster, specifically in terms of the experience required, but what they are adding is incursions, which are basically like Legion invasions, and my understanding continues to be that those are useful for leveling. I haven't verified that in the PTR yet, but that's the idea. So you should be able to level them more quickly if you wait. However, if you are looking forward to using them and you would like to use them soon, then you'll still need to get the same amount of experience. They're just adding a faster way to do it. For the lower levels, though, they are adding, I should probably look up a list of the things that actually drop them, because I'm always killing these rares that I don't think actually give anything. I don't know. Maybe there's a list somewhere. I just got the Swift Albino Raptor from the Arathi rares. Nice. Oh, that actually reminds me. Not Arathi rare based, although I probably should be looking into killing that stuff again, because I don't know. I did war modes like war fronts like once, and then I was kind of over it. But I need to go back to the Isle of Giants to get myself a new pair of raptor eggs, primal eggs, on. Let's see, oh, there's a rare up there. I need to get a pair of primal eggs on this character, my druid, so that I can try again for that last raptor color I need. I'll need one more raptor out of the primal eggs, and then I'll be good. I can never type in fast enough. It's pretty quick, and also 2 is not that many slots. Okay, so they're a rare up. Oh, we got him. He's over here. You had your F12 on F8, and you had a red question mark on F12. So I had a macro for something. I have, you know what I'll do is I will just, I'll just go back to, like, I'll know it if I see it. So if I go back to my, like a stream VoD or something from before I left, I should be able to find it and figure it out. Every now and then I actually, because I've run into this problem before, whenever I used to set up new Resto Druid alts, I used to drive myself crazy trying to figure out what I had put in all my buttons, because it's surprisingly hard to remember the obscure ones that you don't use very often. So, I would like to, I used to like take screenshots and put them near my WTF, my interface backups, which I should make again actually, but I did a lot of that back in the day. Mostly Warlords. Those are my glory days. I've just been washed up ever since then. Careful left side. Thanks for what you do. Thanks, Mike. Fingers crossed for Twilight Invasions. Okay, and Verdant Wilds for you. Oh, for the mountain. Also the Horde. Oh man, we got the aggressive Horde. These guys are just so irritating. They're just always up in my business, making it hard for me to remember what I was trying to say to chat. They're making it risky for me to read chat. I would like to dispel his thing, but he's good. Loving your streams. I've been watching them all week. I'm actually leveling and winning pet battles thanks to you. Thank you. I want to say Cowsgaster. I'm not 100% on that, but I appreciate the kind words. I had some more things that I wanted to ask you guys about, and I don't remember what. Oh, sickest Astral Cloud Serpent, dude. That does look very cool. So what's the quest we need? Longpaws needs help. How do we help Longpaws? What does he need? He needs a key? Or can we just like, can I just help him? I can just help him. There you go. I love those ones where all he needs was somebody to just like walk up to him and click on his stuff. So I'm going to get out of here because the Horde are coming up behind and I don't want to fight them again. So I'm going to kind of head towards the south side. I might need to clear some stuff. I'm just going to, I've angered some wolves, so I'm just going to clear all these. And then hopefully try and keep moving and stay away from the Horde because I don't want to fight them more than I have to. The first time you get a reasonable amount of Azerite for doing it, but every time after that it's just kind of a waste of time. I'm going to do a little fear, do a little top up, and Sneaky Pete is being annoying because he is an annoying boy. Definitely worth unlocking Flying and Legion. All the Legion and the Warlord's Flying unlocks, in my opinion, are worth it for the sake of leveling alts if you're the kind of person that is ever going to level an alt. If you're leveling in WoW for the first ever time and you don't think you're going to get into alts, then it's less important, but it's just nice to have, and it's one of those things you do it once, you've upgraded to your account forever. That is the logic that I use to justify spending a lot of gold on a variety of pets and mounts and toys. Is, you know, you get it once and then you have it forever. Or until they decide to give up on making WoW one day. But it seems like they're in it for the long haul. Does Kira have a new tower? She does actually have a tower that is relatively new. We upgraded it a ways back. It's been a little while. But she does have a new one. Now we can do this. The last one had broken and she had lost, it was mostly intact, but one of the platforms was broken. So we took out the wobbly one because it was unsafe. Oh, we've got two things. So the one that we took out was one of the ones that was like the step to get up to the top. So she could get up to the top and she could get down from the top, but it was like a big jump. And she always made kind of an unnerving thud. And she had to think about it for a really long time because it was a big jump. So I eventually just replaced it with a one that she does not have to jump from so high up on. I realized the other day that we play in the same realm. I'm in Golden Elm. Do you do any WoW exploration? I would love to hear back from you if you ever want to do a collab. I'm not familiar with what WoW exploration is. Like, I mean, I don't know what that means, and the last collab I filmed was like a year ago, and I haven't put it out yet, so the odds aren't good. But, I'm just curious about what that is. Let's see. Oh, I'm behind a little bit. I found a glitch in the WoW servers for the expeditions where you can get infinite Azerite. Well, that sounds like something you probably shouldn't mess with if you would like to keep your Azerite and potentially your account. They kind of frown upon the creative use of glitches. Not exactly a thing that you want to do. Do you know the time frame on flying? I'm currently taking a break from the battle for Azerite. we heard about it a little bit at BlizzCon. I don't remember the exact date that they said it was coming. They did say it was coming. It's in one of the patches they announced. They talked about like 3 or 4 different patches. They talked about 8.1, 8.15, 8.2, and 8.25, and I don't remember which one's which. At some point there, you know, before 8.3, they're adding the second part of Pathfinder. I just don't remember when. Okay, what do we got? Where are some more? We gotta get away from their boat. We just need to head up north, maybe? I don't know. I came from the north. I'm gonna kind of like start working towards the crate. Well, I still need to, I mean, I can dispel his buff. We still need to get rid of these guys. I'll dot them up and then start going. OMG, your dog. He is a cute muffin. He is a cute little egg of a muffin. I mean, you could call him a... Never mind. Mad Medic, thank you for the super chat. Oh. I appreciate that. Keep up the great streams and videos. I thank you. I will try. I definitely have been looking recently for some ways to update the stream. One thing that I need to do that's not going to be that hard to do, I just need to find time and do it to a level that I'm satisfied with, is I want some graphics. Like when I was streaming at BlizzCon and they had like just a few different scenes with different camera angles. There was like a half WoW and half your camera, and then there was like full cam and there's like full WoW. I was like, well, that's a good idea. I'm always like blowing up the pet cam so that my pets can stream for me while I'm working, or while I'm like not working. Who am I kidding? I don't work. While I make tea. Excuse me. I'm always messing with my camera sizes, and I never remember to put them back. So you guys just end up looking at a full screen fish while I talk about nothing for an hour. If I had different scenes for that, that would make more sense. So I just want to make myself some graphics and like some background fills. Also to put behind any portrait mode video that I have, but I keep trying to design stuff and I always hate it. It's the worst. Like when you're working really hard, you're just trying to do something in software and you're just like looking at the result and you're like, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. And like you just can't put it out, but it needs to get done and there's only so much time and it stresses me out. It's like my least favorite part is when I'm trying to do something and I just hate the things that I'm coming up with, and that's all I got. It's the worst. Oh, there's a chest over here. Thanks for answering my question. 8.2 something. That sounds right. That sounds right. I'm a little mixed up. I need to make myself like a nice big organized list, but I think my plan for that is mostly to just identify what's coming next and focus my effort on understanding what's coming next and making videos on the key parts of what's coming next so that people know the things that are about to be relevant, because they dug pretty far into the future at BlizzCon. There's a bunch of stuff they told us about that we don't need to worry about just yet because it's going to be a little bit. He looks edgy. He is often on edge. He is always monitoring to make sure that nobody is going to leave or walk any. Sneaky Pete, get out of here. He's always keeping an eye on stuff. He needs to know if there's something that he needs to be upset about. I think they'll add it for 8.2. How is BlizzCon? What's up, Adam? BlizzCon was a lot. BlizzCon was overwhelming and very, very, very cool. It was pretty neat. I've learned a lot from your pet battle videos. Glad I got a chance to say hello. Have an amazing night. Thank you, majestically, Missy. I do like the new Mogs coming. Like the raid gear or the heritage armor, because they announced some really cool heritage armor. The Tauren stuff in particular. I'm not, you know. I'm for the Alliance, but the Tauren armor is quite cool. So I got a Seafarer's coin pouch, which is good because I'm gonna need all kinds of doubloons to get caught up in the doubloon stuff. I think I'm finally. Am I cooled down yet? I don't know. I'm gonna put this on and see if this works. He winked. I am sobbing. I think he can hear us. Oh yeah, Joker. Who's a good boy? Do you like waffles? Waffles? We don't feed him waffles. It just sounds like the word walk. I'm being mean. I'm not planning on taking him right now. I should stop it. You guys down for another one? Let's see. How did we do? I got 4 doubloons. All right. I'm just gonna queue up, and if you are not down, feel free to leave. Do you think we'll go to Neolotha in 8.3? I hope so. I hope that if it's either, it would make sense because of the old godly direction that the story's been going lately. But I would really love like a dark underwater old god city. We might not get to that yet, though. That might be kind of like how the Legion was at the end of Warlords. That might be the thing that's at the end of BFA. And after all the Ashara stuff, we might get to like the corrupting influence underneath at the end of it, and maybe that's going to be the next expansion after BFA. If it happens, then I will say that I called it here first. But I hope we get there eventually, because all of the Lovecraftian influences, WoW, have always been my favorite parts of it. Did the cold medicine do the trick? You seem as if you're feeling better. An awful lot of sleep mostly did the trick. I'm still not 100%. I'm a little dizzy still, and I get kind of sleepy, but I think I'm mostly okay. For heaven's sake, it should have been long enough by now. I really want to get, ooh, let's head this way. I really want to get back to, I want to get the BlizzCon video out and just, like, get back onto a normal schedule. I want to get back to the normal stuff, you know? So, there's a quest over here somewhere. Let's get these dudes dotted up. I probably don't need to pull this many of them, but it's just fun dotting stuff. And it does a decent amount of damage. I probably didn't need to individually dot those. I am running void thing. Void, dark void. That's what it's called. Look at this teeny tiny little azurite chest. Ugh, that's so cute. And then this is just a pile of dirt. What's the quest? Did we do a quest? Was there a quest? There's more azurite over here. I want the rares. I want the stuff. How do you spawn the Bloodgazer Matriarch? How do you spawn her? Bloodgazer Matriarch. Didn't she just spawn? Is she rare? I don't remember. I thought she was just up. And then if she's down, then maybe somebody killed her and then she'll spawn again? Like, those are just the regular Falcosaur Matriarchs, right? She should, there should be one or two up just around. Maybe I'm mistaken. It's been a bit since I've looked into all of that. There's another piece of azurite over here. What kind of puppy is he? Joker is a fully grown 7-year-old adult Alaskan Kleekai. So he is in a, well, he's gone now. He was in a cat bed. He is a tiny little boy. He's just like a little buddy. I would ask him to come over here, but he won't do it because he knows I'll pick him up and he does not enjoy being picked up or touched or really looked at. You know, he gets uncomfortable if you look at him for too long. They're like little mini huskies basically. So they've got a lot of the husky personality. They are aloof, they are stubborn, they are not terribly, or at least ours is, I should say. Mine is aloof, stubborn, not terribly food motivated. Sheds a lot. Pretty smart dude. And what else is he? He's cute. He's cute as all heck. There he is. Hey, buddy. I think chicken noodle soup. I'm not a chicken person. I tried to have some soup, but I have like this real anger in my heart about soup. Just because every time I have it, it sounds like it's going to be the thing, and it just never makes me full. I'm always hungry after I've had soup. It's like it has a negative effect on my hunger. It makes me hungrier than I was to begin with. And I can have it with bread and toast and, like, add calories all I want, but my body is still just like, are you sure that wasn't just liquid? Are you sure you didn't just have some water? And it just gives up. It's not even food. Same thing if I try and have, like, a smoothie for lunch or whatever. Doesn't matter how many calories are in it. Doesn't matter what the nutritional content is. If it was liquid, it is not food, and I will not be convinced otherwise. I say I made some soup, but it just wasn't the thing. Oh, I'm having a stroke here. Are all of your fish doing well? They are, actually. They did delightfully well while I was gone. The plants actually, and maybe it's just because I didn't look at the tank for 5 days when I typically look at the tank multiple times a day. But it seemed like the plants grew a lot while I was gone. So I'm messing around to see if I can, with the Excel dosing, and I like replanted some stuff. Although I did get a little bit of a blackbeard algae happening. And I'm trying my very best to stay on top of that because I know if that gets out of control, that's just going to be a bad day. But, you know, what do? I just take it out as best as I can. Oh, so there's rare over here. We want to go back and get him, but the horde is here. At least it's not the super, super aggressive team. So I'm going to dispel her buff and just dot everybody up. And then stun that one. And once they've died, their rare should reset. And we should be able to get... can silence somebody? Oh, I silenced the wrong one. Oh, no, I didn't. That's right. There we go. Having a minute here. So yeah, now she gets reset. She's wearing the... What is that? The Warlord's LFR set? He looks like he's anxious. That's his entire life. He is a very, very anxious boy. He gets it from us, or he just gets it because that's how he is. But he's got some really, really bad separation anxiety that we've tried to work on with him, but we've never really been able to train him out of. So that's actually one of the reasons why I work from home and why I've been doing this for so long, even though it wasn't profitable or it wasn't sustainable for so long, is because it was just going to be more expensive for me to, it was going to be more expensive for us to find somebody to stay with him because we cannot leave him alone. He raises quite a fuss if you try to leave him alone. Sounds a lot like Shiba Inus. You could have a good stew with hearty veggies and barley. Could probably do veggies and barley. I gotta be careful whatever I'm gonna put in food if I'm gonna feed it to my husband, because he has some allergies that are an unfortunate cross-section with all non-meat, like meat-free food. Anything with nuts, beans, legumes, you know, chickpeas, soy, he can't eat any of that. He's allergic. So we don't eat much. Or we don't eat a very wide variety of things, I should say. I do eat fish, and that's kind of a good thing. Okay, so there's that Night Sleeper's gonna get me. We lost dots. With all the war going on, I kind of hope that Blizzard adds some quests around the old world. Escort quests to set up new bases and new areas that we own as Alliance. They're adding in world quests in areas that have war fronts. So that's kind of happening. Like we have right now, we have the quest out in the Arathi Highlands each month. They're changing that sort of in 8.1 with the Darkshore Warfront and moving to more of a world quest based model. So there will be things to do that were related to the war in the old world, just not all over the world. It's going to be mostly contained to the zones where the warfronts are. In the words of Kenny Vania? I don't know if I've heard of that, but soup is not... Oh, Kenny! Yeah, from Seinfeld. That took me a minute. No, soup is not a meal. I agree. Soup can be delightful. Soup can be refreshing. Soup is not food. Should we let them have that? I don't want to. I don't want to let them have that. I'm going to sabotage you. That's a lot of Azurite, and you can't have it. Also, the chest down there that I didn't kill. So we need to refresh this. So throw out a fear. I should stop trying to kill the thing that they're trying to kill. I'm trying to get targets in all of them. I don't think I have my nameplates on. There we go. There we go. Normally I have that unbound, so I just leave nameplates on all the time, but that's another thing that I think I changed by accident. Oh no! Well, as long as I don't mind this stuff. As long as I don't mind these big ones. You can't have them. They're mine. Weird question. Have you ever brought your dog to the Tualatin PetSmart Pet Hotel? I don't know if it's that one, but we do bring him to Pet Hotel. Not often, but if we both have to go somewhere and we can't find somebody to watch him, that's kind of like our backup. Anyway, what allied races would you like to see? I would love, and it's not exactly a thing that I think is going to happen because of the leg count issue, but I think any centaurs or dryads, like you know how you've got Terrandrella in the starting area for Night Elves, and you've got, I mean, all kinds of centaurs. Malfurion's a great centaur example. It would be hard to put pants on them, but, you know, maybe you could have a Worgen form thing where they have, like, elf forms that just look a little different. They're not exactly like elves. And then in combat, you just, like, sprout a horse butt, and, you know, you don't even have to look at your pants then. Take the pants off. We don't need pants in our horse butts. Alright, so still looking for... Is this the way we want to go? I mean, may as well. Something over here. We're still looking for rares. Soup might not be a meal, but broth is. Are you going to change your druid to the Night Warrior customization? Almost certainly, yeah. After having seen the racials for Kultura and humans, I need to see how the stun turns out. But assuming that that isn't such a game changer for PvP, that I will probably leave my druid as a Night Elf, even though the forms are really cool. I'll probably leave my druid as a Night Elf because it's just for PvP, and I really like Shadow Meld. And I think that the Night Warrior customization with the black eyes is easily the coolest version of Night Elf that you can be. The whole Night Elf aesthetic that they showed off in the Tides of Vengeance cinematic is like everything that I have ever wanted from Night Elves. I have always thought that they were too civilized. I wanted them to be a little less Tolkien and a little more Avatar. You know, I want them to bite people. And I think I'm finally getting some of that. So I don't know where I'm going. This is a dead end. How do we even get north in this place? Where's all the rares? Seriously. So we already went by that boat. I mean, I guess we can just go back across and hit up like those little chunks down there. I don't know, man. Oh, there's the horde. Oh, there's a rare on the south of the island here. And then there's a bunch on the other coast. So we can hit up this one, see where we're at, and then we're probably going to have to encounter the horde again on our way across the coast. How would Centaur ride mounts, though? You probably wouldn't. I mean, well, you could if you were on, like, your elf form thing that I just invented 5 minutes ago. But you could also have a thing like how we're going to have running wild. You could just run, you know, with your butt, with your horse butt. I love sand laying. I think they're cool, but we also have a good amount of elves. Are they really going to give us more elves? Do we want more elves? When are elves too many elves? How many elves is enough? I want high elves as an allied race, but it most likely won't happen. How would, maybe Joker just needs to meet a nice lady friend. I would like another dog one day when I have room for one, because I've heard that dogs are supposed to like people, and I kind of want a dog like that, in addition to my dog. But I also don't know if I should, like, if I get a new dog, and I get him in addition to this dog, what if this dog teaches the new dog all about all of his bad habits? What if he teaches them all about how to cry when you leave him alone at home, you know? Maybe I should just wait and then get a new dog one day after this dog has completed his life. The black eyes look ridiculous on males. What are the racials for Culture Ram? They have like a haymaker, which is like a stun knockback. They have swim speed and increased underwater breathing duration. They have bonus to all trade skills. They have, what else was it? A couple other things. There's never enough elves. Please, no more elves. Centaur form could be travel form too. They've had too many years of peace. They got complacent and they're reclaiming their feral aspects. That is the story that I want. That's the dream. 100% get well food. Make either broccoli soup and pancakes, tomato soup with meatballs and macaroni, or Thai soup with chicken. Interesting. You know, adding more carbs to the soup might be the solution. That might be the thing. Usually I just have soup in addition to like what's already a proper meal. And that usually kind of sorts me out. Current elves are too many elves. Xandalare trolls are just more elves anyways too. I mean, depending on how technical you're getting. Yeah. I don't know if that really is tripping people's elf alerts though. The internal alarm that goes off when you've just been surrounded by too many elves. I don't know if Xandalare trolls are activating the elf alert. Face cam is frozen? It is frozen. Look at that. I look so concerned too. I look deeply concerned about something. Alright, well hang on. Let me finish this island expedition. I will bring back the camera as soon as I finish this because I'm probably going to have to mess with something in OBS. So let me finish this. We're almost done. We don't need another 1,000 Azurite. You can still hear me, right? Concerned. Hazel is concerned. Oh no. I've been waiting for a TikTok Malfurion. Volpera needs to happen. I am curious about whether or not that actually will pan out because I kind of think that they're moving past that and that there will be more allied races, but they will have something else in mind that has more history and connection with the game. But maybe not. You never know. It's hard to say. So if we can, the rares are all down this way. We can just do like a couple more. There's also a shovel down there. Shovel's always good. The Mingo's perfect with their freeze. Your puppy is trying to sleep in the kitty bed. He fits in it. He fits real good in that bed. I actually bought a second one of them because they're not that expensive. And because you know, he was always in them and then the cat was in it and they couldn't share because they don't both fit in it. And they also don't like each other all that much. They don't fight, but they just kind of treat each other as this, like, a gross sibling that you don't really want to deal with, but you'll put up with. So I ended up just getting a second bed so that they could both be in them if they wanted to be, and that's been working out better. Your opinion on Xandalare being able to loot more gold from racials? I was disproportionately excited about that because that just sounds really cool. It's probably not going to be that much gold, and most of the gold that you get is not from looting it off of mobs. Even the gold that you get from killing mobs in everyday gameplay is mostly from vendoring the vendor trash that you pick up. Unless you're farming humanoids exclusively, it's not all that much from the gold. But it's just one of those things that sounds really good, and I was really excited about it. My Horde character is almost certainly going to be a Xandalare troll. She's already a regular troll. I can't see any good reason to not be a Xandalare troll instead. She's a druid, so the druid forms are just universally better. And that, oh, you know what? I should level that after A1 when I can. I'm probably just gonna race change her. So thank you guys for the Island Expedition group. I'm going to probably leave the group because I'm going to need to fiddle with my OBS for a second to fix my face cam because I have some things that have gone wrong. Oh man, I might actually get up first. Let's see. All right, so one thing, thank you very much. No pets or mounts or toys or anything, but I did happen to get some more doubloons, so that's something. I will leave this and let me well, I'm gonna full screen the dog cam for a second and I'll get up and refresh my tea and then I'll be back and I will figure out what is going on with my game. So I'll just leave this over here so you remember that this is a WoW stream. You can just see Borellis behind him. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to fix this. I'm going to fix this. So, if I... The worst thing about this is every time I open any menu in OBS, it opens across all three of my monitors in like 4,000% size because something about it just hates 4K. Alright, so if I go cam link, and that's still super frozen. That's just stuck there forever, for all time. So if I just remove that one, I might need to add it a third time. Let's add a new one. And call it, clean these up. And then this, and do this. Might have to redo my crop. This might full screen me. Did I unplug it? No. Well, that's not right. My apologies for having some stuff that's been broken. I wonder why that won't show up again. Let me check the cable. I would hate to spend a whole bunch of time troubleshooting if it in fact was unplugged this whole time. So this in here and this here. And I'm gonna crawl under my desk. Well, it's still plugged in, still registering, still has power. Joker merch, maybe you're actually frozen IRL. Oh man, we need Joker merch? I mean, I'll consider it. I'll take that one into consideration. I have been brainstorming and working on some stuff for potential winter merch designs. Man. What if I go... Let's try that again. One more time. I mean, I could always move a webcam over here. I wonder why that won't work. Oh, maybe if I, one more thing. I know, the dog's not even there to entertain you anymore. The camera heard you were making eyes at another camera setup at BlizzCon. Oh no, I would never cheat on this camera with that camera. That was just a C920. That's not even as good as the camera that's on my dog right now. At least the dog's got a Brio. All right, so if we take this out and then we make a new one. I promise I'm a professional streamer. I mean, I'm not a streamer. I am a YouTuber. I never said I knew anything about streaming. Why can't I type now? Things are kind of breaking one by one over here. Well, that's strange. My keyboard's still plugged in. Can I type in game? Oh dear. I think I need to restart my computer. Because my mouse is still functioning. My keyboard is still plugged in, still lit up, still recognized, no longer detecting inputs. So I wonder if it's I wonder if it's a USB thing. First Hazel is sick, now her computer is sick. Unplug it, then plug it back in. I did try that. Everyone went silent for so long. When he came back, oh no. Hazel, plain black, giant white silhouette of a squirrel. That's my dude wear idea. What's Hazel up to? Hazel's trying to fix her everything right now. I think I need to just restart my whole computer. So I'm gonna need to stop the stream for a bit. I will do my best to restart it once I have sorted this out for the last hour. In the event that everything's just actually broken, I will post in the Discord, and I will also probably, I'll post in the Discord in the Hazel announcements if I can't get it back up and running, but I should be back. I hope. Hang on.